Busch Gardens Williamsburg is a beautiful theme park located in Williamsburg, Virginia. It has won the award for Most Beautiful Park for over 30 years straight and is one of the most popular destinations in the country. There's no other way around it. This park is absolutely gorgeous. The park dates back to 1975, when the park was known as Busch Gardens the Old Country, and then was later changed to Busch Gardens Europe, before finally becoming Busch Gardens Williamsburg. The park is split up into European-themed sections, each representing the culture of European countries. The park currently operates pretty much year-round, opening only on weekends during the winter. Because of this long schedule, the park boasts a number of high-quality events throughout the year. The best of these, in my personal opinion, is the Food and Wine Festival, with themed dishes and drinks from other countries. They also have a pretty good Halloween event called Hallow Scream. The food service at this park is phenomenal. The place I eat at the most would have to be the Fest House, in the Oktoberfest section of the park. The park also has 10 coasters for everyone to enjoy. They also feature 3 water rides, including Escape from Pompeii, one of the best themed water rides in America. The only real complaint I have about this park is their flat rides. There just doesn't seem to be much to choose from at this park, and they could benefit from more. I also really wish that this park still had a dark ride. They used to have 2, but since then both have been closed and have been removed from the park. Maybe that's something they can look into in the future. Busch Gardens also has a separate water park called Water Country USA. It's definitely one of the best water parks in America. I highly suggest you check this park out. I will be doing a full review of Water Country USA soon. They just have so many slides there, and the landscape is amazing. There are so many trees, it feels like you're walking in a forest that has crazy water slides just everywhere. So now, let's get into my rankings of the coasters at Busch Gardens Williamsburg. Grover's Alpine Express. This Zero family coaster is a good fit for the park. It's located in the Sesame Street area of the park and is the most mild coaster there. Its smoothness and comfortable seating make this a favorite among children. Invader. This 2017 GCI family coaster is a great step up from Grover. It's a decently thrilling ride with small pops of airtime and a good first drop when sitting in the back row. It's pretty smooth and a decent length for its size. It just doesn't stack up to the rest of the coasters at this park. Dark Coaster. The new for 2023 Intamin Straddle Coaster features 4 launches inside the old Curse of Dark Castle building. I don't think this ride is as good as its predecessor, but I think it's a great ride for the park, and filled a hole in the park's lineup. It's just an overall fun ride and has some decent theming. Unfortunately, the capacity on this ride is abysmal, so I always recommend hitting this ride first. Loch Ness Monster. This classic aero looper has been refurbished this past off-season and will open this May, so at the moment this ranking is of the ride back in 2023. The ride itself is one of the most iconic roller coasters on the planet, and was once the world's tallest, fastest roller coaster. The interlocking loops are a spectacle to watch, and are quite intense in the front and back of the train. If you visit the park, you have to ride this ride, and I ride it every single time I'm at the park. Tempesto. A premier Skyrocket 2 that opened in 2015 stands in the Festa Italia section of the park and features the same layout as its cloned counterparts. The ride experience is pretty intense and offers a few decent launches, as well as lots of hang time during that iconic inversion 150 feet in the air. Unfortunately, this ride does feature the comfort collars, so it's not a very comfortable ride, ironically, but it's still a really fun ride if you can get over how uncomfortable it is. Verbolten. This ride is a unique custom Zero family coaster with great theming and an awesome drop track inside the show building. Verbolten replaced the former Big Bad Wolf, an aero suspended coaster, and the outdoor portion follows the same path as the second half of Big Bad Wolf. It's a very scenic attraction and one of the best overall rides in the park. Apollo's Chariot. The very first B&M Hypercoaster that debuted in 1999 is a clear example of roller coaster innovation. The ride was revolutionary when it opened, and it still holds up well to this day. It may not be the biggest or best hyper, and it may not have the greatest airtime, but it does deliver a solid ride and is one of the most historic coasters in terms of innovation. Griffon. This is still currently my favorite dive coaster and offers a lot more airtime than you would think. In the back row, you should get 4 to 5 solid moments of good airtime, not to mention the awesome splashdown element at the end. This ride is a GP magnet and can provide thrills for just about anybody. Alpengeist. My second favorite B&M invert, and the world's tallest complete circuit inverted coaster, is one of the most intense ride experiences out there. The sheer speed of this thing elevates the normal ride experience found on most inverts. The second half is where the ride kinda dies out, and is the reason it's not my favorite, but that doesn't take away from just how good the first half of this ride really is. Pantheon. This new for 2022 Intamin multi-launch coaster currently holds the title for the world's fastest multi-launch coaster, even if that's not technically true. It will be losing that title later this week when Top Thrill 2 opens, but this ride is definitely the best ride overall at Busch Gardens Williamsburg. Its very unique layout and strong forces provide a one-of-a-kind experience in America. The backwards launch may be one of my favorite moments on any roller coaster in the world, and the stall on this ride is unreal. This ride is a must-do when visiting the park. Overall, this is one of my favorite parks in the United States. The sheer beauty of this park makes it a bucket list park for any coaster enthusiast. Each themed area immerses you into the cultures found in each of the represented European countries. And it's not just about the rides. The entertainment and food lineups are just as strong, if not stronger, than the ride lineup. If you're a coaster or theme park enthusiast, this park has to be a priority for you to visit. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.